Hi guys, this is Sliver here, and I wanted to make this video really quickly because I found out about a new way of farming goblins in Diablo 4 Season 9 with the new Goblin Event. Now I believe that by now the traditional, original way of farming goblins is quite well known at this point. It involves running around the overworld, especially Nahantu and the PvP zones, with Subo as your mercenary, mounting up and checking for treasure goblins on the map. Now, this is the best way to farm treasure goblins, however, there are quite a bit of problems. For example, if there are many players farming the same zone for goblins, then it's possible that you won't find any or barely any goblins with your character, especially if you are slower than certain builds such as the Teleport Sorcerer or the Evade Spiritborn. In these cases, you will barely find any goblins. Not to mention that there is a decent amount of lag running around the overworld while multiple people are farming. So this new farm is meant to solve these problems. This new farm is aiming to try and provide an alternative for those who are tired of the overworld farming. So I don't believe that this farm is the best farm, because the best farm is overworld farming when no one is around you, but sometimes that is just not possible. So how to do this alternative farm? We go back to good old Hoarfrost Demise, which is located here in Fractured Peaks, and get into Hoarfrost Demise. It doesn't have to be a nightmare dungeon, it's just a regular dungeon. Then we run through Hoarfrost Demise looking for a Greed Shrine. There are a few reasons why we choose this dungeon. First of all, it is very short and it can be run through in around half a minute. Second of all, it almost always contains a shrine, so you will have the opportunity to find that shrine and check whether if it's a greed shrine or not. And third of all, this dungeon is usually quite packed with monsters, so you will always have enough mobs to kill after interacting with the greed shrine. So what you should do is enter this dungeon, run through Hoarfrost Demise. Usually it has an upper circle and a lower circle. You should run through both of them until you find a shrine. If it is a greed shrine, then interact with it, kill monsters and spawn goblins. The greed shrine can also be a cursed shrine, and in that situation you won the lottery basically, because it will continuously spawn monsters that you can kill for goblins to spawn. And after that, after you found the shrine and either used it if it was a greed shrine or not if it wasn't, then you can just leave the dungeon, then reset the dungeon and do the same thing over and over again. This way you are hunting for greed shrines and goblins. And if you're fast, you can do one dungeon in less than half a minute, which is very fast. Now, again, I'm not saying that this method is better than an ideal overworld method, but it is a decent alternative for everyone. And by the way, I know that other YouTubers suggest different dungeons for the same purpose. For example, I've seen YouTubers saying that Shiroko Caverns is the go-to place to farm goblins, and I disagree. The main purpose of Shiroko Caverns is that there are spiders inside, and this increases the amount of mobs that you can kill under one greed shrine, because spiders spawn spiders when killed. However, the amount of goblins that you can get during a greed shrine's duration is capped. I think it's 5 at maximum. So at a certain point it doesn't matter how many monsters you kill under one greed shrine. So this is why I value the fast speed of Hoarfrost Demise, the low amount of time it requires to clear and check Hoarfrost Demise for a greed shrine over the mob density of Shiroko Caverns. So just a little bit of background info for you guys. This is what I wanted to talk about for this video. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Thanks.